Hello, this is three types of authority developed by Max Weber. So, what is authority? It is an institutionalized power that is noticed by its subjects who are then exercised. So, the three ideal types described by Max are traditional, rational legal, and charismatic. And it can be both at once or just once, or it could be like all of them intertwined, basically. So for traditional authority, so this type of political system is given by custom and practice. So for example, like a king or queen of a country like Britain or like Egypt has pharaohs, like so for example, Queen Elizabeth, King Henry, and its ruler is recognized to be accepted with that title, and usually they have like a crown or some recognizable souvenir or object, and feelings for this ruler can vary. Like Princess Diane was beloved by many victims of the AIDS epidemic, or they could be hated by its citizens, like Queen Marie Antoinette, the Queen of France, who basically was like, let him eat cake, and then had no food for the citizens, and they chop her head off or stuff. Okay, so for rational legal authority, basically, this is a picture of a White House, and it's basically where the country has written rules with regulations like the amendments or the Constitution. And this is how the US runs the country, except when it doesn't, with like the Jeffrey Epstein case, hush hush. And then they censored Jimmy Kimmel Live for saying some stuff about the president, most likely. Um, and leaders are not really considered to be divine or blessed, such as with traditional authority. And so modern times we got the presidents, we got like the Supreme Court, we got like checks and balances, whatnot, and they follow the law. Well, they're supposed to follow the law, and police officers who should not be above the law, and politicians who should not be corrupted. But you know what? Anyways, then we got charismatic authority. It's basically authority with charisma, and the charisma is a trait that influences people to see you as a leader due to your perceived actions without needing any status. So basically, this gives power by the leader's vision and appeal to its followers, like fighting for justice. And some examples are Cesar Chavez, who showed his passion and moral conviction to start the United Farm Workers Union to fight for better wages and conditions for farm workers. And he used boycotts and marches, which were very powerful without having to be violent, just like Martin Luther King. So, in my personal opinion, the most efficient form of power is rational legal authority, but I also believe having a mix is good, like 10% traditional authority, 60% rational legal authority, and 30% charisma authority. And this power, I would like it to be a mix because usually having a background with class is more recognized with some people, and having structure and laws and frameworks to hold things accountable is definitely the most important. And having charisma like Franklin D. Roosevelt, who was the president and served 4 consecutive terms during World War II, and he helped bring the Great Depression to an end, and a lot of people adored him from both political standpoints. And yeah, and this is my reference. Thank you. Oops, what am I doing?